This will be a presentation on how to record a presentation in PowerPoint to make doing sub-plans easier. One of the most stressful experiences a teacher can have is having to miss class, whether it's expectedly or unexpectedly. My wife and I are both teachers, and I can't tell you how often we've had the experience of one of our children getting sick at night and having to negotiate who's going to miss school this time based on who has what plan for the day. Whoever was staying home would usually run into school early in the morning to get our lesson plan set for the day, which is inconvenient to say the least. These lesson plans were often just placeholders, reviewing previous material as opposed to covering something new. This gets at the biggest problem of missing school as a teacher, and that is that it sets your scheduling back at least one day, and that one day can sometimes cause a chain reaction with other interruptions that are ever present during the school year to set your planning back even further. The students often see these placeholder lesson plans as just busy work as well, which depending on the class can make that class act out for the sub, which is kind of an embarrassment that no teacher wants. The solution I use for this issue of falling behind and to make it so I don't have to run to school in the morning is to record a presentation using PowerPoint and then post it into Moodle, whatever learning management system I happen to be using. In order to get the maximum effect out of this, it's best if your school is one-to-one in terms of computing. The great thing about this is almost every teacher has some experience using PowerPoint, and there's little additional effort in putting a presentation into a recording. These recordings can be a lecture, an outline for a project, or a problem set for math or science. The idea is the teacher can record whatever they want to do with the students within PowerPoint, convert it to a video, and that video can be posted to Moodle and create some kind of assignment to ensure the students watch the video. This can make the teacher's life easier by giving more options and they have to miss school, and the best part is none of the parts of the process take very long to complete. And once they are done, these videos can be used again for the same purposes or others. These videos can be recorded and uploaded to the learning management system from home. Any assignments that go along with it can also be created and uploaded from home as well.
So obviously, the first step is opening PowerPoint and then creating or loading whatever content you would like to cover. I'd like to take a moment to go over some of the things I've learned about planning what you want to cover in the recording. First, it is possible to take videos from however many slides you would like, so you can split the video into shorter segments. Breaking whatever you are planning on presenting into 3 to 5 minute segments is something I would suggest, as it can be difficult to do a lengthy presentation in one take. Also, don't feel like the recording needs to be mistake-free, so don't spend much time recording the same section. Knowing your students is important when it comes to how much total time you can expect them to watch a video. A good rule of thumb for me has been making the recording about 75% as long as the time you could normally expect the students to listen in a normal classroom setting. So, once you have decided what you are going to record and have it in PowerPoint, the first step is just clicking the Record tab on the right side of the top ribbon in PowerPoint. The Recording tab has quite a few options about things you can do with your recordings once you make them. But to start the recording, you just click Record Slideshow on the left side of the screen. This won't actually start the recording, just bring you to the recording screen, so you don't need to be quite ready to go with your presentation yet. As we look at the recording screen, it is important to know that as you record, it is possible to have writing recorded if you write on the PowerPoint. The 3 icons in the lower left corner of the screen, indicated by the blue arrow, are the options for writing. They are Erase, Write, and Highlight, respectively. The colors change the color of either the writing on the screen or the highlighting. These options can be changed while you are recording. The options in the lower right corner control the microphone and the webcam. The microphone icon controls the microphone and can be clicked to turn the microphone off and on. The camera icon turns the webcam off and on by clicking it. If the webcam is turned on, a video of you as you talk will appear in the lower right corner of the video as shown here. So if you don't want to be on the recording, make sure this is turned off. The last icon of the person in the box is a little confusing. It is the webcam preview icon. If it is on, the video view will appear in the lower right-hand corner as you are recording. If it is off, you won't see the webcam of yourself as you make the video, but the webcam video will still appear in the final video. I made this mistake once and ended up thinking I wasn't going to be on the video because the webcam didn't appear when I was making the video. When I uploaded it, I was there in the final video. Once you have everything set up the way you want it, to start, just click the red record button in the upper left corner of the recording screen. Some advice about recording before we start. First, the most important thing is to speak slowly enough. The first time I did a recording for students, the feedback I got from the students was that I went way too fast. Second, at least for the first video, I would suggest not having the webcam on. It can make you feel self-conscious, especially if you want to use notes, because if you're on camera, there's a natural tendency to try not to look at your notes and look at the camera. Third, notes can be useful, but I think the most important advice is to treat it the same way you would as if you were teaching. Try to do the same things you would if you're normally teaching the class. For example, the first time I did a recording for a physics problem, I did the math beforehand instead of doing it on the calculator as I went like I normally did in class. The students told me they really preferred having a chance to do the math themselves instead of me just presenting them with the answer right away. To create a video file that you can export to Moodle, the first step is to click Escape on the recording screen. Next, you click the Export Video button indicated by the blue arrow in the image. This process of exporting the video will take a few minutes and a decent amount of computer power, so plan on not using your computer for a few minutes. Once you click the Export to Video button, you'll be brought to this screen. The first option is the video quality and is shown by the blue arrow. I would suggest that you use standard definition unless you have a need for fine details in your presentation. Using standard definition will make the process of creating and uploading the video to Moodle go much faster. The green arrow shows the option to spend time on slides that you didn't make a recording on. This is by default set to 5 seconds, but I would suggest setting it to 0 unless you want the students to spend time just looking at slides without narration of any kind. Lastly, the big yellow arrow is to create the video. Again, this process will take a few minutes, so plan on not using your computer for those few minutes.
So now, because I know that it's easy to watch a video like this and think, I'll do it later when I need it, but then when you need it, you've forgotten how to do it. So I'd like you to try to make a short video the way I just showed you in PowerPoint. Try to think of a lesson or intro to a project, or even just doing a problem for your math and science teachers that you think you can make a video in for under 5 minutes. So try to get a PowerPoint ready, and give it a try. So I'd like you to pause this video and come back when you get a video made, and if you need to look back at it, you can.
Now I'm going to show you how to upload the video to Moodle. First, go to whatever class you would like to upload the video for. I'm going to choose a blank section of my engineering class here. Next, we're going to click on the pencil icon that appears in the upper right corner of the screen. So that's this right here. Click that, and that will turn the editing on in Moodle. Next, we're going to choose the section we want to add it to, and click on the Add Activity or Resource. So I'll choose topic 1 here, click Add Activity or Resource. And now we're going to scroll all the way down to File, and click the Add button. Now we're going to give it a name, and this is the name that will appear in Moodle, so I'll call it Sample Video. And give it a description. Now we're going to scroll down to here. We're going to click this file. We could also drag and drop files. We're going to click the select file icon, hit choose file, and wherever you save the video from, go there, hit open. Now you do have to give it an additional name, and this is for Moodle. So it's called, I usually call it the same thing I did in the as I saved it to my computer as. I'll click upload this file. Now if you have a big file, this can take a couple minutes, so be prepared for that. And then we're just going to click save and return to course. And now under topic 1, you see our sample video is right there. So now I'm going to show you how to make a quiz based on the video that we just uploaded to Moodle. So again, I'm going to choose my blank engineering class here. And now again, we have to click our turn editing on icon. And we're also going to go to add activity or resource again. Now we have lots of options there of active quiz. I prefer just to use the basic quiz here. So we'll select quiz, click add, and give it a name. I usually call it quiz over whatever video I just posted. So quiz over sample video. Give it a description. And we'll scroll down here, and so we have some options. So timing, you can open and close the quiz in whatever day you want. Grade, you can select different categories to put grade in. You can give them multiple attempts, unlimited, 1, 2, 3, 10, whatever. And if you have multiple attempts, you can choose the highest grade. Layout here. I strongly suggest putting all the questions in the same page or something like this because you shouldn't have too many. And those are the main options you want there. So once we have that, we'll just click. You want to click Save and Display this time. And this will take us to the place where we can edit the quiz. So now I want to click Edit Quiz. And so now we can add whatever kind of questions we want. We could add it from a question bank or random if we wanted to, but in most cases with quizzes, we're going to use it's a brand new question. So there's lots of options. I would try and just suggest for these kind of things doing multiple choice. So you click multiple choice here. The advantage of multiple choice is Moodle will just grade it for you, so you can just see the grades and not have to grade it yourself. It'll also do that for like numerical and other things like that if you wanted to. So we click multiple choice, click add, give the question a name. This would be the text. And then we have our options down here. So this is choice 1. We'll say, was the video good? Yes. We'll get full credit for that response. Choice 2 might be no. We'll give no points for that response. And then choice 3 would be maybe. And we'll give half credit for that response. So once we have that question, hit Save Changes. Now we have a question in our quiz. You can change the number of points here as well, the number of points for each question. Once we've done that, we want to go just back to our engineering course, and now you see the quiz over sample video appears here. So one of the things I like to do when I have the quiz over the video is to kind of just distinguish it from other stuff that may be appearing in the course. I usually move it to the right. So now it's kind of indented so you know that the sample video or the quiz over the sample video goes with the sample video here. And so we can do that, we can turn editing off so we can see what it's going to look like. And so that's what it would look like to the students. So that's how you add a quiz to go along with a video you uploaded.
So what we did today was create a video in PowerPoint that could be added to Moodle. We then create an assignment to go along with the video to ensure that the students watched it. Being able to record video like this is a really useful educational tool for more than just when a teacher will miss class. I often record an explanation of the projects we do in engineering class just so the students have them to refer back to. If you use this video creation for anything else, let me know so I can share your ideas with the rest of the school.